Chapter 75, The Mysterious Warship in the Shou Wu Gu System. The EK Ptolemy's bridge was like a beehive when the first scan results from the Shou Wu Gu system arrived. The reason, a gigantic, heavily armed spaceship of unknown origin was patrolling there. No life signs, but enormous energy signatures, reported the sensor officer. The bioscans show nothing but emptiness in the corridors of this ship. Try to contact it, Commander Andrea Sauer ordered. But there was no answer, only static. The ship resembled a monstrous fortress riddled with turrets, hangars, and deflector-like shields. Its sleek, black shell was covered in alien writing. Wherever it came from, it was vastly superior in design to the EK Ptolemy. It could be some kind of automated guard ship, speculated Science Officer Rita Griffin. Programmed, patrolling, but with no current crew. Commander Sauer frowned. Rita, I want you to scan the ship thoroughly. But be careful, we don't want to risk hostilities. Then advise me on how to proceed. Chapter 76, A New First Contact, the Aleph Menace. Johanna Fritsch entered the conference room with a pounding heart. The entire Imperial chamber had come together to consider the Aleph menace, the mysterious new species that had been discovered in the Raijuhan system. What do we know about you so far? Johanna asked, activating the holographic star diagram. A bright dot marked the azure planet where the Aleph had first appeared. Barely more than a whiff, sighed senior scientist Rita Griffin. Our optical instruments could only take rudimentary biometric scans. They appear to be humanoid in shape and based on breathing. Johanna bowed her head thoughtfully. Have you tried to establish a connection? To date, there have been no signs of attempts to communicate, said the Venerable Secretary of Defense Paulina Romero in a slow voice. However, we must exercise the utmost caution. I strongly recommend strengthening patrols in the unfathomable Raijuhan sector. This could well be interpreted as an act of aggression, interjected Sister Nadine Heimber, her voice laced with a touch of concern. It is incumbent upon us to endeavor to make friendly first contact once we have unraveled the mysteries of their language. The Divine Empress Sevia Heimber rose with majestic grace. I hereby proclaim Johanna Fritsch as exclusive emissary on Aleph affairs. Determine if they pose a potential threat and establish diplomatic liaisons where possible. The fate of this historic first contact rests in your hands. Johanna felt a surge of awe as she grasped the magnitude of this mission. I bid you my thanks for your trust, she said humbly. I will not let you down. The future hung in a haze of uncertainty, but the Imperial Council, united in their resolve, recognized the urgent need to understand the Aleph threat, no matter the sacrificial consequences that might entail. Chapter 77, The Mysterious Time Capsule. The atmosphere in the conference hall of EK Ibn Battuta was charged when the unusual discovery in the debris field of 34 Ceti I became known. An atomic clock of astonishing accuracy was found in a hermetically sealed capsule set to a specific date in the far reaches of the future. The accuracy of these chronometers is truly remarkable, said Science Officer Rita Griffin, wide-eyed. But why would anyone dare to adjust the time to a date 42 years from now? What ominous fate awaits us then? Perhaps a coincidence of galactic proportions or an epochal event. Sector Governor Myra Gupta speculated with a hint of fascination in her voice. Secretary of Defense Paulina Romero frowned in concern. Or again, the moment a weapon experiences its activation. We can't take any chances. Keep minds calm until we gain further insights, warned Sister Nadine Heimber emphatically. Whether it is a benefit or a threat, this date must carry a deeper meaning. Eventually, Sevia Heimber, the Divine Empress, spoke and said, the pod will remain there, we will be monitoring and investigating it from afar. Reporting will follow as more information becomes available. The chamber was unanimous. This mysterious discovery held both significance and potential danger. Now the race against time began to unravel its mysteries. Hey, I would appreciate it if you could give my video a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date.